Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now that it's fall and the weather is quickly cooling down, I like to warm up with some hearty comfort foods. One of my favorites, particularly for this time of the year, is shepherd's pie. This is a vegan shepherd's pie recipe, but don't worry, it's still just as hearty and delicious as the classic. The only thing that's missing is the meat. We're going to start by adding some cubed russet potatoes into a pot of salted water, then boil the potatoes until they're tender enough to be easily pierced with a fork or knife. While the potatoes are boiling, I'm going to make the filling. In a large pot or pressure cooker over medium-high heat, add onions, carrots, mushrooms, and a pinch of salt and sauté. I'm trying to avoid added oil wherever possible in my cooking and replacing it with a water cooking method instead. To use this method, I simply add a little bit of water to deglaze my pan when the vegetables get too dry and start to stick to the bottom of the pot. Once the vegetables are tender and nicely caramelized, I add the tomato paste and vegan Worcestershire sauce, which I was able to find from Whole Foods. Then stir to combine and add water as needed. I'm also throwing in some thyme and rosemary for even more flavor and stirring that in. Then in goes the lentils and vegetable stock. Since I didn't have any stock on hand, I'm using some water and stock concentrate instead. Now give that a quick stir and let it come to a boil. If you are using a large pot instead of a pressure cooker, add about a half a cup of stock or water before bringing the mixture to a boil. Then reduce the heat to a simmer and partially cover with the lid and cook until the lentils are tender, about 30 minutes. If you are using a pressure cooker, add and secure the lid once the mixture comes to a boil, and allow it to come to pressure before lowering the heat to low. Let this cook for 15 minutes or until the lentils are tender. When the potatoes are done, drain them, then mash with potato masher. I like to stir in some hot water or non-dairy milk a little bit at a time until they reach the desired consistency. You can also add some vegan butter or oil to make them even creamier. Next, add some salt, pepper, and seasonings of your choice to taste. I'm keeping it simple with just a little bit of garlic powder. Then stir the potatoes and set them aside while you wait for the filling mixture to cook. When the filling mixture is done, depressurize it if you are using a pressure cooker, then remove the lid and check to make sure the lentils are cooked. In a separate container, mix together about a half cup of water and 2 tablespoons of whole wheat flour, then stir this mixture into the filling. Cook this for a few minutes while stirring until the liquid thickens up into a gravy-like consistency. Add salt and pepper to taste, then pour in the frozen green peas, or you can also use a frozen mixed vegetable blend instead for some extra flavors. Stir the veggies into the mixture for a few minutes to cook them. At this point, turn on the broiler to prep the oven. Then pour the filling mixture into a large casserole dish. Next, add the potatoes in dollops on top of the mixture and gently spread to form a layer on top of the filling. You can create a design on top like I did here, and then just plop that into the oven until the top gets golden brown. And that's pretty much it. Allow the shepherd's pie to cool just a little bit before you serve it. This is so delicious and perfect to warm you up on a cold night. You can find the link to this recipe in the description below. I hope you give this recipe a try, and if you do, let me know what you think. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button right there so you can see more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.